this right here is a 2009 Alienware MX17 gaming laptop. And today, we're going to try and see if we can get modern Linux Mint running on it and bring this old beast back to life. Just for a little bit of background information, this laptop right here was my grandpa's, and he used it for PowerPoint, that kind of stuff. But where he actually got it from was my local police department. He's an officer. I'm not going to put out names because he didn't like being put on the air. But this was his car laptop back in the day. And he's used it for years. It is finally gotten so old that it's given up. But I have taken the liberty to try and bring this thing back to life, make it usable once more, and eventually I'm going to try and upgrade it. But for now, let's just try and get Linux Mint running on this thing, because I have a feeling it's not going to cooperate so well.
Okay, so, boom. Sorry for the weird camera setup. I don't have a way to really record. So, what I've done is, originally, I put the newest version of Linux Mint, XFCE, something like that. I put it on USB, booted up, went through the installer slowly, because this thing is ancient and the hard drive is dying. I originally did that, didn't work. It would boot, go to a black screen, you wouldn't be able to get into the OS. So I disabled graphics drivers and made it just run through the default ones. Got it to load, realized I couldn't install any graphics drivers. So what I ended up doing was having to go back a couple updates of Linux Mint and forcefully install NVIDIA 340 drivers, and that got it to work. But what the problem was, this thing was so high-end back in 2009 that it had a 2 NVIDIA GPU setup. So it had the NVIDIA low-power GPU, and then it had the main GTX 2-something GPU. I can't remember. I'll have to look when we get in. But, so that was what was stopping it. It was trying to get weird drivers, wasn't working right. So now, got it fully operational, and let's see what we can do on this thing, if it ever boots. Like I said, this hard drive is slow and dying. Y'all can't see that password. I'll blur that out when I'm done. But yeah, this thing's pretty cool. 2009 was made for the I forgot I can't say that. I'm going to have to bleep myself out now. Oh well. But anyways, it's pretty neat. It's still fully operational. We have one USB port that actually works on this thing. I got Wi-Fi drivers working, but boom, now we're in Linux Mint. Okay. Now, let's see if we can bring this thing back to life. Let's see if it works. So the specs are Core 2 Duo. Actually, how do you see system information? Go to system report. Here, let's do this. I know it has a Core 2 Duo. Don't remember what GPUs it have. We'll find out. But let's see here. Oh yeah, that's where we're doing. Distro Linux Mint 21.3. That's what we had to go down to. So CPU dual core. Oh yeah, okay. Intel Core 2 Duo. NVIDIA G92M, GTX 260M. And then we have a GeForce 9400M. So that would be our low power GPU. This would be the main one. So that was what was causing all the problems. But now we've got it up and running. Should be pretty good. So now let's just try and do some basic browsing. Let's see how this works. Because as far as I'm concerned, this thing has 4 gigs of RAM. Probably not going to be the best for web browsing. But let's see. Let's see how long it takes to load. Taking a while. I do love the look of this laptop though. It is huge, 16 by 10 display, kind of weird. Let's try out YouTube. See how that runs. We'll try it at different resolutions. Maybe we'll even try some gaming if I can get Steam to run on here. What I plan on doing for my grandpa though, because he wants it back for PowerPoint and stuff. That's why I installed this. What I'm gonna do: swap in a 1 terabyte SSD. Hopefully make it a little faster. Swap in an extra 4 gigabytes of RAM, up it to 8. I should make this thing pretty usable with Linux. You can see how long this is taking. Any day now. Hey, there we go. We made it. We're going to the best YouTube channel ever. No way. Sorry, this keyboard's not used to. Oh, good news. I've officially released my company, Rebranding Computers. So I'm based out of Greenville, Tennessee. Currently not doing anything outside of there. But what I do is I install computers, networking, all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in living in the Greenville area or anywhere around that, contact me at rebrandingcomputers@gmail.com. But anyways, let's see if this thing will play back a video. Sure, Half-Life. No, let's run my first video. See how this goes. Ooh. Okay. Let's let it buffer for a second. Let's give it a minute to catch up. Try and load everything in. What resolution are we running at? 480p. That's not a good sign. Let's just slowly try and up the resolution. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay, it's nope. Oh, back to buffering. Okay. Okay, so not the best browsing performance. This isn't what I was expecting actually. It's pretty bad. Nope, let's up it to, I think this display actually does full 1080p. We'll find out. It's if this CPU can even buffer it. Ooh, I know what to do. Let's open up Task Manager. And think this is the dumbed down version of Linux Mint, so it's slowing. Ooh, we're at 30% utilization. That's not bad actually. See, we're using 1 gig of RAM out of the 4 we have. Let's resize this. Let's see what happens when we actually play a video. We're at 10% right now. Let's hit play on that. Maybe. Hey now. 100%. We're already running that up. It may need to be repasted too, because this thing, I think it's a 16-year-old laptop. It's probably not going to run too well. Well, we're buffing really bad. The audio is working though. We're getting good audio. Also, another cool thing about this laptop, it has its own built-in subwoofer, which I thought was pretty neat. Hey, okay. CPU utilization is going down a bit. We're at 100 now. We're like sitting idle at like 60, 70%. Hey? Yeah? Okay, we're in. It's getting there. No, it's not. Okay. I'm gonna go install Steam, download some games, and we'll see how this thing runs. What's up, guys? Some sad times here. I installed Steam. It does not want to open on here. No matter what I do, I click it, doesn't run. So, I have a backup. And it is right here. This, I also just got Linux on. It is some Lenovo laptop. 4000 series Ryzen 5. 8 gigs of RAM. Just installed Linux Mint on it because Windows does not like this laptop for some reason. It ran really slow. So we're going to see what we can do on this thing. We're going to try and run some games, web browse. I bet you $10 it'll probably go better than this. Sadly, I'm still going to try and get the Alien to work. I'll make another video on that when I get it to work. But let's move on to Lenovo for now. Okay, boom. Now we're on this one. Let's see if we can try and get this one to work. I probably got my password wrong just now. I did. Now we're in. Don't mind this. I was pirating. Nope. Legally getting games. Legally getting games for my PSP. Also, probably going to make a video on that soon. Where did I put it? Let me find it. Aha. Oh, tilted my camera a little bit. Oops. There we go. Aha. Found it. Don't worry, guys. If you want a video on this, leave it in the comments. But this is my modded PSP. Got this thing pimped out, running emulators, everything. So, if y'all want a video on that, let me know. And I'll try and make one the best I can. But for now, let's focus on this thing. Okay, let's see system information real quick. And this
Okay, yeah, so I'm running Linux Mint 22.3 Cinnamon. So that's the newest, best version. I have a Ryzen 5 4500U with Radeon graphics, 6 cores, I think 6 threads too. 8 gigs of RAM, 130 gig hard drive. Not much, but also, obviously perfect candidate for Linux Mint. Because this thing, it did kind of struggle on Windows, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna jump straight into Firefox. First, the YouTube test. Let's try this out. I haven't actually watched YouTube on it yet, but don't mind my typing. I'm not used to this keyboard layout. As you can see right here, this is my Transformers mechanical keyboard, but that's besides the point. There we go. Oh, don't look at my Steam account, if you can even see it. Anyways, okay. We're on my account. The best YouTube channel ever.
How well does
Oh, already way better.
3060 Ti hold up in
What are we running at? 1440p.
I'll be stress testing it with
Okay.
benchmarks, games, and everything else you would need to know
Flawless.
if you should still buy an RTX
Flawless.
3060 Ti in 2025. Well, let's get into
So
it.
yeah, this is
This right here is my
I'd say YouTube works pretty well. Let's try some basic web browsing. Oops, forgot how Firefox works. I don't use Firefox. Sure, Reddit. Let's see what we got on there. Seems to be working just fine. Okay. What else we want to look at? Web browsing. Perfectly fine. Ooh, Jesus. Let's see. That is not me. Okay. I don't write books. They don't know me. Google doesn't know me. Oh, wait, I didn't even type in my own name right. Aha! They know me by my YouTube. That's great to know. Oh well, whatever. Let's see if we can get Steam installed and do some gaming. So, I'll get right back to that. Okay, so I've finally got Steam on here. About to play some Half-Life 2, but what I've discovered is that half of my Steam library only likes Windows. So I'd say Half-Life 2 is about all we have to go off of. But let's see if this will even launch. I'm hoping it will. I've got my mouse hooked up. So far, this is actually a great experience. Me personally, I might, once I build a new desktop, if I do or upgrade, I might honestly put Linux Mint on there because I just like the feel of it. It's such a like refined like operating system. Like it's nice. Does not appear that Half-Life is opening though. Why does it say I have no internet? Well, okay. Well, let me try and figure this out. Okay, so either this is a Linux thing, or I don't know, but Steam Linux Runtime 2.0 Soldier is now installing. So hopefully I can get all this installed, and then maybe we'll be able to do some gaming, if this thing lets me. If y'all have any Linux game recommendations, let me know, and I'll try them out. But I would install Cyberpunk, but this is like a tiny little SSD, and I'm already out of storage. So I'm gonna try and get this installed, and I'll get back to you once we can actually get into the game. I did it. We made it into Half-Life 2. Now, let's get into a game, because hopefully I can get this to work. My bad for the crusty laptop, too. I literally dug this out of, like, the pits of all of my components. Half-Life 2, new game. Start new game. I'll check the settings and everything. I can't tell you how much FPS we're running because I don't know how to do all that on Linux. But I can just tell you if it's a smooth experience or not. But, let's see. Any day. I'm not going through this. I'll skip through part. Or slowly start. Okay, now we're in the game.
This is great. Seems to be running just fine. There is some weird Vulkan stuff going on. I will say that. Linux does not appear to play nicely with Vulkan shaders. But hopefully that'll buffer itself out. I have Counter-Strike 2. Won't install on this. I need a bigger SSD. Don't yell at me. But let's see if we can get into this. Seems to be running just fine right now. It's actually a very smooth experience. It's my first time ever gaming on Linux too. So I wish we could have got that Alienware working, because that is a piece of history. What the heck? Oh, you go this way. Duh. I mean, so far so good. Seems to be working pretty well. I wish I could get more games though. But this seems to work pretty nicely. I mean, I'd say Linux Mint's pretty good. If you want more videos on Linux Mint, I'll probably make more if y'all want them. But other than that, whoa, hey now. Oh, he's squaring up. Oh, what the heck? Whoa! Dog. I just want to go. What? Bro. Oh. Bro. I've never played Half-Life 2 fully. I only ever do it for benchmarks. Hopefully I have more videos on benchmarking coming soon too. This right here is my first ever GPU. It's my GTX 970. I'll do some benchmarking with it. But coming in future videos. Hopefully I can get some more of my AI videos done. But I've kind of given up on him. But I think we're going to finish the video here. Linux Gaming, it works. Linux Mint, I'll do more on it eventually. I'm going to try and get another video with that Alienware if I can get it running. But for now, it's going to be the end of the video. See y'all.